Worldwide, stroke is the second leading cause of death after heart disease. What if I told you that up to 80% of strokes could be prevented simply by changing a few small things in your morning routine? Yes, you heard that right. Every 40 seconds, someone in the world has a stroke. Yet most of them didn't happen overnight. They were silently building up for years. According to the American Stroke Association, 4 out of 5 strokes could be avoided through better lifestyle habits. That means it's not just about luck, it's about daily choices. And your morning, that quiet, powerful part of your day, may hold the key to protecting your brain and your life. In this video, I'll share 7 morning habits that research says can lower your risk of stroke, improve circulation, balance your blood pressure, and reduce inflammation, all before 9 a.m. But before we start, tell me in the comments, how old are you and where are you watching from? And don't forget to like this video and subscribe, because every week we bring you deeply researched, science-backed health insights that can literally save lives. Now let me begin with a real story that shows why prevention matters more than cure. A few years ago, a 62-year-old man named Robert, a retired teacher from Ohio, suffered a massive stroke one morning while pouring his first cup of coffee. He had no prior warning, or so he thought. But looking back, the signs were always there. He often woke up with tightness in his neck, skipped breakfast, and sat for hours reading the news before moving his body. His doctor had warned him about slightly high blood pressure, but Robert believed he was just fine. According to Dr. Ralph Sacco, past president of the American Heart Association, most strokes result from the accumulation of silent risks: inflammation, stiffness, dehydration, and uncontrolled blood pressure. Robert had them all, hidden beneath his calm morning routine. After months of therapy, Robert recovered partially, but his life was never the same. He later told a local health journal, "If I had just known that small changes could prevent this, I would have started years ago." His story became a reminder for many that stroke prevention starts long before symptoms appear. So today, let's take those small but powerful steps, beginning with habit number 1. Daily dental floss, the surprising secret. This one might surprise you, but your mouth could be the gateway to your heart and brain health. Yes, something as simple as flossing your teeth every morning can help protect you from a stroke. Here's why. Researchers from Harvard Medical School found that people with gum disease are twice as likely to suffer a stroke. The reason is inflammation. When bacteria from your gums enter the bloodstream, they trigger inflammation in the arteries, leading to plaque buildup and reduced blood flow to the brain. Dr. Stephen Offenbacher from the University of North Carolina explained that oral bacteria can stick to blood vessel walls, creating the same kind of arterial narrowing that causes heart attacks and strokes. Flossing daily helps break that chain reaction. It removes bacteria that brushing can't reach, reducing inflammation in your gums and in your blood vessels. In a long-term study published in the American Journal of Preventive Medicine, adults who practiced regular flossing had significantly lower C-reactive protein, CRP levels, a key marker of systemic inflammation. So tomorrow morning, before you sip your coffee or take your supplements, spend just 1 minute flossing. It's a small step, but it strengthens your defenses where most people least expect it. Your mouth. Your toothbrush keeps your smile bright. Your floss might just keep your brain alive. Habit number 2, plan micro movements to avoid sitting. Here's something few people realize. Sitting for long hours, even right after waking, can silently raise your stroke risk. A 2024 study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA Network Open, showed that adults who sit more than 10 hours a day have a 44% higher risk of stroke, even if they exercise later. The problem isn't just inactivity, it's long stretches of stillness. When you sit for too long, blood pools in your legs, circulation slows, and your arteries stiffen. This increases blood pressure and inflammation, both leading contributors to stroke. That's why micro movements, small bursts of gentle activity, can be a game changer. After waking, try standing for 30 seconds, rolling your shoulders, or walking slowly around your room. Set a reminder every 30 to 45 minutes in the morning to move. Stretch your arms, rotate your ankles, or simply stand. Dr. Ayman Lee, a Harvard epidemiologist, says, movement doesn't have to be exercise. Even 2 minutes of light activity breaks up harmful sitting time. Think of these micro movements as anti-clot medicine without a pill. They keep your blood flowing and your arteries flexible. So tomorrow morning, instead of scrolling on your phone after waking, take 2 minutes to move. It's not exercise. It's survival training for your heart and brain. Habit number 3, 2-minute morning stress management. Stress might not seem like a physical threat, but it's one of the most dangerous invisible triggers of stroke. Why? Because stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline cause your blood vessels to tighten and your blood pressure to spike, often within minutes of waking up. According to a 2023 report in the European Heart Journal, people with chronic morning stress have a 59% higher risk of stroke compared to those with balanced stress levels. And the most dangerous period? The first hour after waking, when blood pressure naturally rises. That's why practicing just 2 minutes of stress control each morning can make a real difference. Here's what science suggests. Take 2 deep breaths in through your nose, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale slowly through your mouth. This activates the vagus nerve, which calms your heart rate and blood pressure. Dr. Herbert Benson, a Harvard cardiologist and author of The Relaxation Response, discovered that such brief breathing moments can reduce vascular tension and improve circulation within minutes. You don't need a 30-minute meditation routine. Just sit on the edge of your bed, close your eyes, and breathe with awareness for 120 seconds. This small act signals your brain, I am safe. And when your mind feels safe, your heart and blood vessels follow. Habit number 4, anti-inflammatory breakfast choices. What you eat first thing in the morning sets your body's inflammation tone for the entire day. Researchers at Johns Hopkins University found that diets high in refined sugar, processed meats, and fried foods increase stroke risk by over 30%. These foods trigger inflammation, oxidative stress, and higher LDL cholesterol, the perfect storm for clot formation. On the other hand, anti-inflammatory breakfast foods protect your arteries and brain cells. Here are some proven examples. Oats or quinoa for fiber and stable blood sugar. Blueberries, cherries, or raspberries rich in anthocyanins that improve blood vessel function. Walnuts or flax seeds loaded with omega-3s that reduce inflammation. Green tea or black coffee in moderation, both shown in a 2024 Japanese cohort study to lower stroke risk by improving endothelial health. Avoid skipping breakfast entirely, especially for older adults. Skipping meals may lead to spikes in blood pressure and blood sugar later in the day, both of which raise your risk. Dr. Walter Willett, a renowned nutrition expert from Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, said, a breakfast rich in whole grains, fruits, and healthy fats is one of the simplest ways to build resilience against cardiovascular disease. So tomorrow, skip the processed cereal. Instead, make your first bite count. Because breakfast isn't just fuel, it's your brain's daily protection ritual. Habit number 5, monitor blood pressure. Every morning, if you only pick one habit from this entire list, let it be this one. High blood pressure is called the silent killer for a reason. You can feel completely fine while your arteries are under dangerous pressure. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, nearly half of adults over 50 have high blood pressure, and many don't even know it. Studies show that consistent morning monitoring can reduce stroke risk by up to 30%, simply by catching fluctuations early. Dr. Michael Weber, a hypertension expert from the State University of New York, explains, blood pressure naturally peaks in the morning hours. That's why strokes and heart attacks are most common between 6 a.m. and noon. Using a digital home blood pressure monitor takes less than a minute. The best time is after waking and before breakfast. Sit calmly, take 2 readings a minute apart, and write them down. If your numbers are higher than 130 over 80 millimeters of mercury on several mornings, talk to your doctor. Early detection means early prevention. Think of your blood pressure monitor as a daily weather report for your arteries. You can't stop a storm, but you can prepare before it hits. Habit number 6, gentle morning. Stretching and light movement is medicine, especially when done right after waking up. When you stretch, you increase blood flow, loosen stiff muscles, and improve oxygen delivery to the brain. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Physiology showed that simple morning stretching improves endothelial function, the flexibility of blood vessel walls, which lowers stroke risk significantly. You don't need a full workout. Just 3 to 5 minutes of gentle mobility makes a difference. Rotate your neck and shoulders, stretch your calves and hamstrings, perform light torso twists or march in place. These movements stimulate circulation, reduce blood viscosity, and support the venous return that keeps clots from forming. Dr. Kenneth Cooper, known as the father of aerobics, once said, "It's not about running marathons. It's about moving enough to keep your blood alive." If you can, add a short morning walk in sunlight. The exposure to natural light helps regulate blood pressure by balancing your circadian rhythm and lowering stress hormones. Even 5 minutes of mindful motion can rewire your body to resist the silent threats that cause most strokes. Habit number 7, immediate hydration. Upon waking. Here's a morning truth. Most people wake up mildly dehydrated. That thick, sluggish feeling in your head, it's your blood viscosity, the thickness of your blood, slightly increasing overnight. According to research from Loma Linda University, dehydration is linked to higher blood clot formation and poor cerebral blood flow. In fact, one study published in Stroke Journal found that nearly half of morning strokes occur in people who were dehydrated. That's why the first thing you drink matters. Before coffee or tea, drink a full glass, 250 to 300 milliliters of plain water. Add a pinch of sea salt or a squeeze of lemon if you prefer to help electrolyte balance. Dr. Lawrence Appel of Johns Hopkins University notes, even minor dehydration increases the concentration of sodium in your blood, raising pressure and stroke risk. Hydrating right after waking helps restore normal blood volume, improve circulation, and make your morning brain clearer. So make your first sip of the day a life-saving ritual. Your brain depends on it, quite literally. Conclusion. If you've watched this far, you've already proven one thing. You care about your health and longevity, and that's powerful. Today you learned that small, consistent actions can guard you against one of the world's most devastating health threats. From flossing your teeth to moving your body, managing stress, choosing anti-inflammatory foods, checking your blood pressure, stretching, and staying hydrated, each habit adds a layer of protection around your brain. Dr. Dean Ornish, a pioneer in lifestyle medicine, once said, "The body has an extraordinary capacity to heal when we stop doing what causes disease." So what's your next step? Start tomorrow morning. Pick just one habit from this list and make it yours. Because every choice, no matter how small, either moves you closer to health or further from it. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and comment below your age and country. It helps others find our research and tells YouTube that this video truly matters. We spent weeks studying medical journals and expert insights to make this content possible. We couldn't include everything here, so check the description box for research links and additional studies if you want to explore more. Remember, prevention isn't complicated. It's daily, it's doable, and it starts tomorrow morning.